Hello and welcome to Basspick Reviews, and in today's episode I'll be doing my final thoughts on Suicide Squad. The first one, Katana. I personally thought Katana was one of the most underrated characters. Not only was she brought in like half an hour into the movie, but based on her like 30-second backstory, I honestly thought this character could have their own movie and does deserve to be a bit more in the forefront. I know a lot of people were kind of like, they don't care about her or any of that kind of stuff. But if you look at her backstory, I personally think that she is such a compelling character that there needs to be a movie about her. There needs to be more of her based on her backstory, based on her morals, based on all that kind of stuff. So if DC could kind of get around to that, that would be nice, because I personally think that, granted I haven't even heard of Katana until Suicide Squad, but I feel like she is a character that could be really thoroughly explored, just like most of these characters. But I feel like Katana is the one that got, even though it was really short, the most compelling backstory, because she was the one that, like, her husband died, and now when she kills people, it traps the swords of her victims and all that kind of stuff. I feel like you could make an entire movie just based on that backstory alone, and then build from there. So I kind of wish that what these people did was kind of do what Marvel did, and what I'm not like comparing these two. What I mean by that is that, you know how in Marvel they've got each individual like movie kind of thing for a character, then they bring them together. I feel like that's what they kind of should have done for Suicide Squad, considering most people haven't even heard of these characters. For example, I didn't even know who Harley Quinn was. I knew who Joker was, but not Harley Quinn, because she's never really been presented as a live action movie. Granted, she's been in like a few of TV series, and I think there was like a digital movie, but I feel like they should have been a movie for each of these characters and then bring them all together, particularly for people like me who don't know who most of these characters are, except for Joker. And I'm not really going to talk about Joker just because that's been done to death. If there was a movie on each of these characters, then you would understand them a lot more. Heck, even if Harley Quinn or Katana was kind of like, even if, I forgot her name from Marvel, but I think it's Scarlett Johansson's character, the black one, she's like Black Widow or something. Even though her character is, in my opinion, not interesting whatsoever, they only call her strong because she can beat guys up, and that's pretty much it. But even if they had a story like that, that would have been something. That's literally it. But I feel like they tried to shove too many characters in that not many people got confused, and then Katana just got chucked in there that she really got overlooked, and I'm like, this is a strong character. Look into her. Look at her. Give her more than just a 30-second intro. Give her an hour and a half of a movie, or an hour and 40. Let's be real, movies go for like 2 hours now. Give her 2 hours for people to really connect with her, because I don't know about, I'm probably the only one, I really connected with her because I loved how emotionally strong she was, that she was willing to continue to avenge her husband's death. I just loved that. A lot of people tell me I'm kind of crazy for that, but I personally loved Katana, and I loved Katana a lot more than Harley Quinn, not gonna lie. Speaking of Harley Quinn and the Joker. This has been, again, done to death, but I personally don't believe a relationship between Harley and Joker. I really don't believe one. I always thought that, just again, based on what the Joker is, Joker, I feel like, would not fall for someone. He would use them. He would use Harley to get people, if that makes sense. And in all honesty, you might be wondering, I'm not talking about Harley a lot, even though she was the main one everyone was talking about, because I'm devoting an entire video to her on my thoughts on the Suicide Squad character. This is what I want to point out. In my final thoughts right now, I'm basing these off from Suicide Squad, not from what the comics said, not from what the TV series or anything like that. I'm not basing it off that. I'm purely basing it off of Suicide Squad. And I honestly feel like they, not gonna lie, ruined the idea of Joker and Harley, because there's now so many people that are like, I want a relationship like Joker and Harley Quinn. And I'm not even going to get into the whole it's the most toxic relationship, but I will get into the fact that if you're going to purely base that off of Suicide Squad, heck, even in that movie the Joker did some messed up stuff to her. He forced her to, well, didn't force her, but he asked her to jump into a vat of acid. I don't know about you, but if a guy did that to me, I'd be like, haha, peace, and walk away. That's just me. Am I crazy? I don't know. But that's what I would do. I'm not even going to go into detail about all the kind of stuff that Joker and Harley kind of does. But one of my friends is absolutely obsessed with their relationship to the point where he always uses the argument, yeah, but the Joker fell in and, you know, got Harley. After he almost walked away. Can we just point that out? He almost walked away. And then was like, yeah, why not? Let's just dive in. And in all honesty, that wasn't even that, like, good. He honestly took 2 steps that way, turned around, took off his jacket, dived in. That was literally it. I didn't really see any kind of, I actually kind of like her, I don't know, what should I do? It would have been better if he actually just kind of paced. Even for like 2 seconds, just into the vat. That would have been good, because at least you would have known that, okay, he could be developing some feelings for her here. But even still, I wouldn't believe it. I don't think anyone could make a movie where you believe that the Joker and Harley are meant for each other. I could be wrong, but I highly doubt anyone could do that. It's not a believable relationship. I'm just saying. I'm getting like really angry now. The backstories in Suicide Squad. Okay, I honestly felt this movie should have been titled Deadshot and Harley Quinn, featuring some other people. Purely because, again, a lot like what people have said, Deadshot and Harley Quinn both got intros that went for like 2 or 3 minutes, and everyone else was kind of like, oh yeah, that's what this person does, that's what this person does, that's what this person does, and then there's the guy who can climb anything and Katana. Really, why are you going to give 2 minutes or something like that to Deadshot and Harley Quinn, and to not, like, Captain Boomerang, not to Katana, not to the fire guy, and particularly not to the guy who can climb anything? I actually don't even know his name. If someone could comment his name for the guy who can climb anything, that would be good. Why are you spending so much time on these 2 characters, which in all honesty doesn't even develop them that well? I personally do not think there was a single character development in any of them, but that's just my opinion. So the final thought is, I personally hated the Joker in Suicide Squad. I know, big shocker, not many people liked him, but I think my reasons could be slightly different, if that makes sense. In my opinion, they made the Joker human. This is what I mean by that. The fact that he was caring for Harley Quinn, the fact he came back and rescued her, the fact he did that was starting to make him more human, to make him have morals, to make him have a moral compass, to make him human. The Joker is not human. To quote him, he's an idea. Can you honestly imagine the Heath Ledger Joker or the Jack Nicholson Joker doing that? I don't think so. There is not a single Joker that actually cares about someone. But yes, I know someone's going to comment, oh, but in the Batman movie, the one that had Michael Keaton in it, yeah, the Joker, like, saved her. Yeah, only to then knock her out. Like, hello, you people crazy. But I just hate the fact they made the Joker human, and they made this relationship try to be real. The Joker and Harley Quinn are not human. None of these characters are human. Heck, not even the superheroes are human. They may start off as human, but they don't end like human. The only thing that makes them slightly human is that they've got morals and all that kind of stuff. The Joker doesn't. The Joker shouldn't. And I'm not getting mad at Jared Leto at all for his portrayal of it. That's the most he could have done. In all honesty, I felt like they should have actually been filming him when he wasn't like the Joker, but got so in character that he was like sending all that kind of stuff to people. They should have filmed that. That I can so imagine that's what the Joker would do to someone, like send them, like, I think it was a rat and like a condom and stuff. I can imagine the Joker would do that. But to just kind of walk around and like crazy with this weird filter, nah, don't like it. This was a very long final thoughts, and I do apologize. I'm not even done with this topic yet. I'm still gonna make another video on it. But like I said in my review, if you don't want to make any kind of more on the plot, because I do kind of want to go more in depth with the plot, if you want to see that, that's I'll make it. If not, I may still make it. I don't know yet. But I'm like, I need to like drink like 1,000 slushies to cool down, because I'm like really heated. I'm really heated right now. At the end of the day, this is just my opinion. Art is freaking lighting. Art is subjective, so don't be too protective. Basspick out.